Now I would request Honorable Co-Chairman Madam to kindly felicitate Sreshri Singh, founder and CEO Harappa Education. Thank you so much, ma'am. I would request Mr. Meghut Roy Chaudhary to kindly felicitate the Vice Chancellor of Techno University, Dr. Gautam Sengupta. Thank you so much. I would request Ms. Pauline to kindly felicitate Mr. Nikhil Gambhir, Vice President, Harappa Education. Thank you so much. Before proceeding ahead, I would quickly introduce Techno India Group and Harappa Education. Established in the year 1985, Techno India Group aims to serve the exclusive purpose of delivering quality education in science and engineering in the state of West Bengal, India. Techno India presently stands as one of the most recognized leaders amongst private education groups in India by virtue of its academic excellence and vast multitude of courses offering. Techno India Group is one of the largest and the most acclaimed knowledge management groups in Asia. A collaborator with world's leading IT giant HP, Techno India Group encompasses 100 knowledge campuses with 4 universities, 22 engineering colleges, 12 business schools, 18 public schools, and 2 upcoming medical colleges with 4 healthcare units. Talking about Harappa Education, it is a learner-centered institute of the future. Its programs drive transformative career success using 5 skills and essential set of cognitive, social and behavioral skills to enable individuals to continuously succeed at every stage of their career. Its pedagogical approach is rooted in academic research, expert insights and behavioral sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now make the remarkable announcement for which we all have gathered here. And I'm extremely proud to share with you all that Techno India Group and Harappa Education are jointly introducing a leadership academy with a vision to groom a modern cadre of young talent geared to meet the demands of modern workplaces. May we have a huge round of applause for that. I would also elaborate a bit. The Leadership Academy will start by training a cohort of 500 third-year students for a year, eventually extending the program to all students of Techno India Group across all campuses in India. According to a research, 80% of engineering graduates and more than 60% of MBA graduates in India are unemployable due to a gap between the curriculum content which they are taught and industry requirements. To bridge this gap, Techno India Group and Harappa Education will offer online courses, experiential learning projects, workshops and assignments to help students develop a strong bias for action, the confidence to visibly transform themselves and develop well-rounded perspective that helps them stand out as creative problem solvers. I would now request the stakeholders of Techno India Group and Harappa Education to kindly reveal the MOU for the photo session.
आगे भीतर ताकाई एक बार तब मार एदिके नेक्स्ट स्ट्रेट
Thank you. And Co-Chancellor of Techno India Group and Techno India University, Professor Manushi Roy Chaudhary. She has added her benevolent yet firm leadership to the group's top management team. She has received from being the best private university in 2018 in entrepreneurship development, She Pronor Award of Eastern Chamber of Commerce to Innovation of Higher Education for Techno India University by Quality Forum of India, and her latest award is from Mother Teresa International School for Education. I request Honorable Co-Chairman Madam to kindly share a few words about this extraordinary association.
Everyone gathered for such a special purpose of the Leadership Academy between Techno India Group and Harappa to benefit the students of the university, to let them know exactly what matters after their graduation courses, to go for a good career. Who is a leader? Well, just now we were going through the video of the convocation and the Techno group or university. There were two sets of leaders. One who had already become leaders, and another set was who were leaders in their areas but they needed to be trained and groomed. And that is why today we are together, and it's a great pleasure to have Shreyoshi, Nikhil, Dr. Gautam Sengupta, Meethood and Puri for this wonderful evening to create that auspicious moment when we can create leaders. It is said that to be a leader, you don't have to be in charge. You have to be in charge of the people who are responsible for a project. It is not because a leader takes responsibility with empathy, with perspective, but also he has to take the responsibility when things are not okay. When things are not okay, he has to understand. Do not raise his voice, but say, yes, be calm, be patient. We have to again do it. That is what the role of a leader. It is about taking responsibility. It is about bringing confidence. It is about networking. And it is about empathy and empowering others. A student who comes for his BTech courses has to get themselves ingrained with these type of skills to make them a leader. And that who are going to take care of our teachers, our students, to bring about a lot more leaders who can work together for the betterment of the university and slowly the society around. It is said that a leader is who knows the path, who goes with the path, and who shows the path. And I feel that the best people who can learn us to be the leaders is the ones who have most number of complaints. That means that we have to look into the problem areas to solve them, and then only can we become a leader. Well, I'm extremely happy to announce that Techno Group will be launching this Leadership Academy in collaboration with Harappa Education. This will be new milestones for our students, preparing them to achieve new endeavors in life. This is a comprehensive, innovative leadership training curriculum. It provides community bankers with the opportunity to learn leadership skills. Leadership qualities have become a must-have for anyone to succeed in the highly competitive workplace of today. For promotion or move to high positions, they need to depict good leadership qualities. For as a leader, you are not only responsible for your actions, but also for those working for you. This is a great opportunity for all of our students to enhance their skills, like develop a sense of responsibility, helping building confidence, learning to network, sharpen their problem-solving skills. Well, this is a very important area because normally when we work, it goes very smooth. Whenever there are problems, how to handle the problem, bring out a solution and come out of it. that again explains who is a leader. It is about a parent who can be a parent because they are capable. But is it that he wants to be a parent? Similarly, it's about every person has that capability of becoming a leader. But does he want to be a leader? Well then, it's about taking care of your muscles. If you act on them day by day, your leadership skills are intended to go ahead and make you a better leader. But if you do not use your muscles day after day, you will slowly become a weak leader. That is where Techno India Group and Harappa wants to join hands and bring out better leaders for a better state and a better country for tomorrow. Thank you so much.
CEO of Harappa Education, Ms. Sreyoshi Singh. Her journey to entrepreneurship in higher education is itself symbolic of the diversity and opportunities of modern careers. She is currently the founder and CEO of Harappa Education, a learner-centered institution of the future that is committed to delivering programs that drive transformative career success using Thrive skills, an essential set of cognitive, social, and behavioral skills to enable individuals to continuously succeed at every stage of their career. Sreyoshi began her career as a journalist and spent more than 10 years in media across news agencies, broadcast, and specialty print media. She was the editor of the Indian edition of INC. The iconic American magazine on entrepreneurship. The magazine was consistently commended for its benchmark production values, editorial quality, and fresh storytelling. Her fascination for entrepreneurship, especially around tech-enabled scale business, was seeded at this time. Sreyoshi has written 2 books on entrepreneurship, including The Wealth Wallas, which profiled India's first generation wealth creators and a new breed of wealth managers. She was recognized with the Young Women Author Award by India's Women Enterprise Awards for the book. Her second book, The Girl Who Thinks in Numbers, is a children's book and tells the real-life story of a woman entrepreneur. She has also been a columnist for Mint, where she wrote 2 columns, Surviving Startups and Art of Work. A few years ago, Sreyoshi switched to higher education, driven by the opportunity to help build a women's-only management program. She set up the program's career, mentorship, and executive education initiatives. She has also taught effective writing, business communication, and critical thinking at several universities and programs across India. Sreyoshi is also an alumnus of the Lady Sri Ram College for Women and the Indian Institute of Mass Communication. I would request Sreyoshi to kindly share a few words.
Congratulations to everyone here from Techno India and for the Leadership Academy that we're setting up, and deep gratitude to Roy Chaudhary and Dr. Singh Gupta, who trusted Harappa Education to set up this academy with. Professor Roy Chaudhary, I think, painted a very evocative image of leadership that I do want to build on. I think earlier when we were, even till 8 or 10 years back, the image that we had of leadership was always somebody at the front leading a group of people who would. Now, over the last few years, that image of leadership has changed to become somebody who catalyzes change rather than just leads from the front that we see. And sometimes you can't even see the leader. The leader is right in the middle of a crowded group of people and sort of giving them energy from inside. At Harappa Education, given our curriculum that we're building on cognitive, social, and behavioral skills that we think are the key to both professional success, personal growth, as well as aid the effectiveness and productivity of groups, teams, and organizations, we believe the leadership journey, as Professor Roy Chaudhary was saying, it starts with taking charge. Even before you can take charge of others, taking charge of your own growth. This is so critical that for us to enable, motivate, and inspire young graduates and professionals who will lead the country into what is really our destined future, is that each one of our students and graduates and young professionals must believe they can first be a leader, must believe that their leadership journey begins with when they decide they want to lead both themselves and lead change as well as lead others. Our behavior science inspired curriculum enables that, and essentially it enables that in very, very simple constructs. It says everyone at the workplace, whether you're a journalist, which I was, so coming to the press club is always a very nostalgic moment for me, because obviously I was part of the Women's Press Corps in Delhi and a member of the press club, not for 15 years back. Whether you're a journalist, whether you're a doctor, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're an educationist, whether you're a digital marketer, you're a computer scientist, the fact is that the ability to think, connect the dots through pattern recognition, the ability to solve problems, the ability to communicate, both acquire communication as well as deliver it, the ability foremost to work with others, because really to bring change we work with others, and then the ability to lead yourself even before you can aspire to lead others is something all of us need, and unfortunately has been underserved by formal education systems, which is why I want to congratulate the Techno India group to take the lead and invest in a curriculum that gives people what we say the foundational, fundamental skills that can almost enable them to do anything. And it starts with skills like this. We work at Harappa Education, we also work with enterprises a lot, and I think that's where our belief in our curriculum for young graduates comes from. Because simultaneously we are seeing and working with CEOs, CHROs, head of learning development, as well as professionals across all kinds of industries and companies, and seeing the actual challenges and professional attributes that they're struggling to acquire. And the fact is that it's educators like us who must invest in giving the young people the skills that they need, because what happens is you just don't send a person who's not equipped to the workforce. There's an additional debt that keeps getting added, because if you don't nurture and teach some of the skills, like on how to make decisions, how do you learn to learn, which is one of the World Economic Forum calls it one of the most crucial skills that we must be taught. How to negotiate, how to influence, how to unleash creativity. For too long we all believe that creative people are only artists and sculptors. But how do you become creative so you can solve problems creatively? The additional burden of not having these skills gets built up over time and over generations of people coming into the workforce. So we're very excited that with the Harappa Leadership Academy, Harappa Techno India Leadership Academy, that we'll be able to work on this, and with our digital first online DNA that we'll be able to do this at scale, because that is, I think, a very important part of what India needs and our young graduates need from us. We do have to have solutions that can deliver the high quality learning outcomes that can change individuals, but also change things at scale for society. So thank you so much, Professor Roy Chaudhary, Pauline, Meku, to Dr. Singh Gupta. It's also Women's History Month, and in so many of these events, one is always in panels with men only, but to have a 50-50 panel on 8 March and Women's History Month just gives me a lot of joy. So congratulations to Techno India to have such incredible women in their community, and thank you so much.
I'll share a few words.
Thank you for your kind introduction. আমি আপনাদের সঙ্গে একটু বাংলায় কথা বলি, আর আমি সেইগুলোই বলবো যেগুলো আপনারা শুনেছেন বিভিন্ন রেনাউন্ড বক্তার থেকে। আমি সেগুলোই বলবো যেগুলো এখনো অবধি বলা হয়। প্রথমত, and I'm sure Shreyashi will bear me out because she said that she understands Bengali as well. Okay. প্রথমত, এই যে আমরা একটা বিপর্যয় দিয়ে বেরিয়ে এলাম, আমরা সবাই একটা বিপর্যয় দিয়ে বেরিয়ে এলাম, প্যান্ডেমিক। তো আপনাদের নিশ্চয়ই, আমরা যাই বলি, আপনাদের নিশ্চয়ই মনে একটা সংশয় রয়েছে যে এই প্যান্ডেমিকের জন্য যে ভবিষ্যৎ মানে বাচ্চাদের যে ভবিষ্যৎ জব মার্কেট সেটা কীভাবে বিহেভ করবে, এবং অনেকে অনেক কথা বলছে। আমি বিভিন্ন ভারতবর্ষের বিভিন্ন জায়গায় গিয়ে দেখেছি যেগুলো খুব ভাইব্রেন্ট জায়গা, মনে করুন পেনিয়া ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল স্টেট বলে ব্যাঙ্গালোরে একটা জায়গা আছে, গিয়ে দেখেছি অর্ধেক ফ্যাক্টরি বন্ধ হয়ে পড়ে আছে। টাটা মোটরস, আপনারা সাংবাদিক আপনারা জানেন, টাটা মোটরস সপ্তাহে 2-3 দিনের বেশি কাজ করতে পারছি। সুতরাং সংশয়টা আমাদের রয়েই গেল এই যে প্যান্ডেমিক, এটা কি হবে, প্যান্ডেমিকের পরে জব মার্কেটটা কিভাবে বিহেভ করবে। এখন আমি যদি বলি ভালো বা খারাপ কিছু এসে যায় না, আমার এমন কিছু বলতে হবে যেটা বিশ্বাসযোগ্য। এর উপরে যে সবচেয়ে ভালো কাজ হয়েছে বা রিসার্চ হয়েছে সেটা হচ্ছে ওয়ার্ল্ড ইকোনমিক ফোরাম। আপনারা নিশ্চয়ই জানেন ওয়ার্ল্ড ইকোনমিক ফোরাম ইজ হেডকোয়ার্টার ইন সুইজারল্যান্ড, এবং ওরা ইকোনমিক ইন্ডেক্স এবং সমস্ত কিছু স্টাডি করে, এবং ওরা যেগুলো বলে সেগুলো একেবারে গ্রহণযোগ্য। ওয়ার্ল্ড ইকোনমিক ফোরাম কি বলছে? ওয়ার্ল্ড ইকোনমিক ফোরামের একটা 160 পাতার রিসেন্ট রিপোর্ট আছে, যেটা পাবলিশ হয়েছে ভেরি রিসেন্টলি ইন অক্টোবর 2020, প্যান্ডেমিকের যখন ফার্স্ট কেসটা হিট করেছে দেশ বিদেশের সমস্ত সংস্থা। ওরা কি বলছে? ওরা বলছে একটা অদ্ভুত ব্যাপার, ওরা বলছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি দ্য নাম্বার অফ জবস উইল ইনক্রিজ। নাম্বার অফ জবস, ইফ ইউ গো বাই নাম্বারস, জবের সংখ্যা কিন্তু বেড়ে যাবে। মানে যে জবগুলো ডিস্ট্রয়েড হচ্ছে তার থেকে নতুন জব যেগুলো ক্রিয়েট হচ্ছে আর মাছ মোর, তার মানে ওভারঅল বাস্কেটে অনেক বেশি জব আসছে। যে জবগুলো আছে যেগুলো ডিস্ট্রয়েড হচ্ছে তাতে অনেক বেশি নতুন ক্রিয়েট হবে। কিন্তু এখানে একটা কিন্তু আছে, কিন্তু এই যে জবগুলো ক্রিয়েট হবে এগুলো একদম অন্য ধরনের, মানে ট্র্যাডিশনাল নয়, অন্য কিছু। এবং ওরা একদম 160 পাতার রিপোর্টে পরিষ্কার বলে দিয়েছে কি কি কোন দিকে শিফট করছে জব মার্কেট। রিপোর্টটার নাম হচ্ছে ফিউচার অফ জবস। আপনি গুগল করতে পারেন, ইজ অ্যাভেলেবল, ইউ ক্যান ডাউনলোড, ইউ ক্যান রিড। এইবারে টেকনো ইন্ডিয়া ইউনিভার্সিটি, টেকনো ইন্ডিয়া গ্রুপ, আমাদের যে চেয়ারম্যান গৌতম রায়চৌধুরী, কো চেয়ারম্যান, যিনি এখানে বসে আছেন, মেদুর, আমরা যেটা ভাবলাম এই সময় যেটা দরকার সেটা হচ্ছে নতুন কিছু স্টুডেন্টদের নতুন কিছু শেখানো। নতুন কিছু মানে নতুন কিছু নয়, নতুন কিছু মানে ওইটাই যেটা ওই হোয়াট দ্য জবস আর গোয়িং, ফিউচার অফ দ্য জবস, সেই রিপোর্টের উপর ভিত্তি করে এমন কিছু আমাদের ট্রেনিং দিতে হবে যেগুলো মার্কেট চাইছে, ইন্ডাস্ট্রি চাইছে। ইন্ডাস্ট্রি এখন নতুন জিনিস চাইছে। প্যান্ডেমিকে কোলাপস হয়ে গেছে, আমরা এই নিয়ে অনেক গবেষণা করেছি। সব জায়গায় সাপ্লাই চেইন কোলাপস হয়েছে, অনেক কিছু কোলাপস হয়েছে। তো নতুন কি ক্রিয়েট হচ্ছে তার উপরে ট্রেনিং দিতে হবে, এবং সেই যে ট্রেনিংগুলো ইন্ডাস্ট্রি, নতুন ইন্ডাস্ট্রির চাহিদা কি, আর পড়াশোনা যেটা করানো হচ্ছে সেটা আমরা কি দিচ্ছি, এটার মধ্যে গ্যাপটা কি, তার উপরে ট্রেনিং দিতে হবে। অ্যাটিটিউড, যেটা শ্রেয়সী বললো, অ্যাটিটিউড, টিমওয়ার্ক, অ্যাডাপ্টেবিলিটি। এর সঙ্গে সঙ্গে টেকনোলজিতে কিছু চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে। ইনি যে বসে আছেন, আপনারা শুনেছেন, আমি একটা কথা প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট বলে একটা সাবজেক্ট শুনেছেন, ওটা অবসলিউট হয়ে গেছে। প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট, কনসেপ্ট অফ প্রজেক্ট ম্যানেজমেন্ট ডিউ টু প্যান্ডেমিক হ্যাজ বিকাম অবসলিউট। লোকে এখন বলছে ওয়াটারফল অ্যাপ্রোচ ইজ নট গুড, ইউ হ্যাভ টু গো ফর স্ক্রাম অ্যান্ড আজাইল। এই নতুন জিনিসের এগুলো শেখাতে হবে। এবং আমরা এই যে হিস্টোরিক পার্টনারশিপ করছি টেকনো ইন্ডিয়া অ্যান্ড হারাপ্পা এডুকেশন, এই হিস্টোরিক পার্টনারশিপ এই পাওয়ারটা এনে দেবে, যাতে আমাদের যে বাচ্চারা, আমাদের যে স্টুডেন্টসরা, ওরা যখন মার্কেটে যাবে, দে আর রেডি ফর দ্য নিউ ইন্ডাস্ট্রি, নট ফর দ্য কনভেনশনাল ইন্ডাস্ট্রি। দ্যাট ইজ দ্য ডিফারেন্স। আর আরেকটা জিনিস আমি বলি, ইন্ডাস্ট্রি কিন্তু এখন খুব ইম্পেশেন্ট। আমি যখন বহুকাল আগে when I did my internship in Tata Motors, আমাদের 2 বছর ট্রেন করা হতো। এখন ইন্ডাস্ট্রি বলছে 2 দিনও টাইম নেই, যেদিন আসবে পরের দিনে মার্কেট যাও, বিক্রি করো। সো ইন্ডাস্ট্রিজ আর ইম্পেশেন্ট। সো ইন্ডাস্ট্রি বলছে, ইউনিভার্সিটিগুলোকে বলছে তোমরা শিখিয়ে দাও, আমাদেরও তো টাইম নেই। সো দিজ আর দ্য 2 things which will make this partnership deliver. Thank you very much. আমাদের সঙ্গে থাকুন, আমাদের সহযোগিতা করুন, আমাদের সম্বন্ধে বলুন, আমরা দেশকে আরো এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাই। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Too much time, but I just wanted to say how proud I was today to be part of Techno Media Group for a couple of reasons. The first one is this collaboration with Harappa is not only a collaboration, but it's a long-term collaboration. And these two words, long-term and working hand in hand together, is the only way we can create change at scale. So embracing this collaboration, embracing the fact that maybe Techno India doesn't have all of the resources to develop quality education, and join hands with another expert organization is the way forward. The second reason why I'm proud to be, we can see the difference in terms of investment that the group has put into the quality of its education. Not only in terms of how many students we can welcome into our campuses, but what kind of quality of education we can actually offer them. This has shown in a lot of different initiatives recently, including Manushij, which is an initiative on mental health led by Manushi Chaudhary. It has shown through Offbeat, which is an organization, a school of the future led by Meghut. WISE, the new sustainability vertical of Techno India Group. Ecole Intuit Lab, which is the new design school, the only design school in Kolkata in partnership with Techno India University. And today, Harappa, this leadership academy that is just going to start today. And for this reason, I'm really proud. This is not only about the number of students we can include, but also providing them time and the quality that is necessary for them to grow, really grow. I had the chance at HEC to go through a leadership certificate, and it takes time to develop these leadership qualities. It's all about making our students understand that they need to adopt what we call a growth mindset, that is to say, the ability to understand they can develop their skills when now they think that they're actually stuck with limited ability.